Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So today, guys, we are going to be talking about a sensitive topic within the community, and that is Hot Wheels hoarding. All right, or essentially collecting more than one particular cast or release. And I thought a great example of this would be the latest Hot Wheels car culture set, Modern Classics. It's been all the buzz as of late, and as you can see, it's a bunch of really nice sought after castings, some new castings at that, like the Fiat 131 Abarth. You got the 98 Toyota Altezza in this nice silver color, which also is the chase piece, the 0 out of 5, which would come all in black. Then you got the Mazda MX-5 Miata in this nice British racing green, almost a die-cast green. And then you got this really nice new model, the Volkswagen Corrado VR6, which looks really epic in this bright purple. And the cherry on top within this release, this set, would be the SpoonSports Honda Civic EG. This is the casting that even if you see all four of these cars on the pegs, this will almost always be gone. This is essentially the first car to be taken. I've even seen people attest to this car being gone, but the Altezza chase piece still sitting on the pegs. I mean, this is the car that everybody is hoarding. If there's 10 on the pegs, folks are pretty much 10 out of 10 times taking all 10 EG Spoon Civics. But let's just think about that term hoarding for just a second, right? So it definitely has negative connotations when it comes to the Hot Wheels collecting community. I mean, it's one of three things. First and foremost is that if you hoard Hot Wheels, you're essentially a scalper who you're just buying a bunch of these cars to monopolize the market, at least the local market, sell them to make a profit. The number two negative connotation would be that you're just a bad apple within the community. You're buying up all these cars so that you can inflate the values of those cars, and you're just being more or less greedy. No one else in your area can get these cars. Or the last just being that you're an idiot that's very poor when it comes to your own money, and you're just wasting away buying the same casting, same release over and over again pointlessly. But I'm here to tell you guys that I think Hot Wheels hoarding, or again, simply just buying more than one particular casting or more than one particular release, is totally fine. And I honestly feel like the folks that are living under rocks that can't accept this new style of collecting don't understand all the benefits of collecting more than just one. I mean, the first reason would have to just be the buy-sell trade aspect of Hot Wheels. And yes, these cars do have a value, and in order to grow your collection, it's just financially smart to have trade pieces within your collection that you're willing to trade up or trade over for other cars that you don't have, that you never had the opportunity to pick up. So I'm a strong believer in having trade pieces. And yes, that's, again, totally fine to have trade pieces in your collection. The second thing of having multiples is maybe you just really like a particular cast, like this EG SpoonSports Honda Civic. Maybe you have a past with the EG Civic, or maybe you have a car present day that has a bunch of spoon parts on it that this car just really resonates with you, and you personally just want your collection to be nothing but SpoonSport Honda Civics. That's totally up to you. We're not at any kind of position to dictate how other people are setting up their collections. And the third thing, guys, is honestly having multiples just allows us the opportunity to open these cars up, right? So kind of like this EG Civic, if I wanted to open this, I feel a lot more confident doing so because I have more than one. So at the time of this opening, guys, I have two of these EG Civics, and I feel totally fine. I don't feel like I missed out on anything. I still have one other still in pack, and I get to enjoy this car out of pack. And if I really wanted to, if I was so ambitious, I could even customize this. Maybe I want to put my logo here on the window, or maybe I want to swap the wheels over, or maybe I want to detail this interior. Nothing is stopping me from doing that. If I only had one of these on card, I'd probably be a lot more hesitant to do so. And the whole idea of having more than one particular cast and release is honestly accepted by Hot Wheels, it's accepted by Mattel, it's accepted by vendors and hobby shops that sell Hot Wheels. A lot like JCar Diecast, which prompted me to make this little purchase, and some of you guys out there probably know what's inside this box. But again, for the folks that are living under a rock that don't believe in hoarding and buying more than one particular cast, JCar actually sells multiples of a single cast. Hot Wheels is actually sending them 10 count cases of very sought after releases, in which case they're selling them that essentially retail price, about $6 to $8 depending on the release. And that's exactly what I have here, guys. I was able to pick up 2 solid cases, 10 count each, of the EG Honda Civic SpoonSports. But there they are, all 20 Spoon Honda Civic EGs. Big shout out to JCar Diecast for even giving us the opportunity to pick up these solid 10 count cases of this Civic. Hopefully you were lucky enough to get yourself one of those 10 count cases. The drop took place last week and it was very hit or miss, to be perfectly honest. It was about an hour and a half window. These cars would pop up in and out of availability every 10 minutes or so. And I actually got them in the cart so many times, and then all of a sudden it was out of stock. So I just kept trying it over and over again, spamming their website, and eventually I was able to check out with 2 boxes. Counted myself very lucky with that, and here they are. And from a Hot Wheels investing side of things, I was able to pick up 2 of them at $80 a case, so $160 plus shipping and taxes came out to about $180, all said and done. Right now, secondary market on the EG SpoonSports Honda Civic is about $15. So essentially $300 is what all 20 of these Spoon Civics would cost on the secondary market. That is an immediate $120 profit right off the bat. And at this moment, there are other 10 count cases available on JCar Diecast, like this Fast and Furious Custom Acura Integra Sedan GSR right now for $70. So again, it's very casting dependent as far as what the cost is, but again, $7 a piece, really not bad. There is also the other very notable car from that same Fast and Furious set, the Nissan Maxima. Again, 10 count case, $70 off the JCar website right now. And let's say 10 count cases just aren't enough. Well, they even offer 4 10 count cases. That's right, 40 cars of the same cast, same release at a $200 price point. Like for example, this Maxima. I mean, that's essentially $5 a car, which again is an amazing discount. I'm sure from a vendor standpoint, from a Mattel Hot Wheels standpoint, it's easier to put all of the same car into a box versus mixing and matching by set. So I think it's a win-win from both a production Mattel Corporation standpoint as well as a collector standpoint. And it's not just JCar getting into selling customers solid 10 count cases. Even Hot Wheels, RLC, Mattel Creations, guys might have remembered a couple of months ago they were selling the Fast and Furious orange R34 with the super graphics, and they don't necessarily promote it as a 10 count case, but you can simply just put 10 in your cart, check out, and this is exactly what showed up at my doorstep, a 10 count solid case of the Fast and Furious R34 in orange. Right now, secondary market on this particular Skyline is about $15 to $20. So again, at the $7 price point, I was picking it up off of the Mattel Creations website. I'm essentially doubling, almost tripling my money right off the bat. And it's not just Hot Wheels and JCar that's allowing folks to buy cars and castings in bulk. AutoWorld is doing the same on their website. All of their releases never really have a limit. You can buy solid cases of a lot of cars, kind of like what I did when I purchased the AutoWorld JCCS exclusive 1982 Toyota Celica Supra Lamley collab. I bought 20 total. I still have a sealed case of 12 left to add to the stash. I mean, it's just a nice, confident piece to add to the collection. And again, from an investing side of things, it's just great to know that I have 12 cars that right now in the secondary market, they're all valued at about $40 a piece right now and growing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying go on JCar and buy every solid 10 count case that they offer. There is still a very strategic way to go about picking up cars in bulk, kind of like this Spoon EG Honda Civic. This one was honestly, guys, a no-brainer. Hondas are huge in the collecting world right now. Spoonsports, this is the first time we've seen this livery on the car. And I'm guessing this is the first of many Honda Spoon Sport diecast cars that are going to come. So this one being the first is definitely going to be sought after to add to all the new additions in the future. On top of that, guys, we have literally seen the EG Honda Civic in Modern Classics before, and it has been nothing short of a success, guys. This car right now, secondary market, is sitting at about $35 to $40. So what's to say this Spoonsports EG Civic won't get up to those ranks? So you really have to do your research and your homework before you just go and shell out and buy a 10 count solid case of a particular cast or release. But in all honesty, guys, if you're in the hobby, you understand all the trends, you know what's popular, what's hype right now, it's really not that hard. And the idea of hoarding, guys, or buying more than one cast, it's not so evil. It's clearly accepted by the manufacturer. It's a win-win opportunity for everybody, and it honestly helps your investing portfolio. But let me know what you guys think about Hot Wheels collecting and buying more of just one particular cast and release. And as always, guys, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.